Hi, my name is Sensei Sunny. I'm really glad you're joining me today. We are going to learn so much together, and over the next few weeks, few months, and maybe years, we're going to be able to learn a lot of karate techniques correctly and with proper power and technique. Now, before we get started, we have a few house rules. First is that if you are under 18 years old, you must have some sort of parental supervision. Someone over 18 who is watching you and making sure that you are not hitting or punching or breaking anything in this process. Second is that if you have long hair, I want you to grab an elastic band and put your hair on top of your head. I don't really care if it's in a ponytail, a bun, a big old pineapple on your head. I just want you to be safe and get your hair out of your face. Then, the third rule is that when we begin a karate class, we are going to have to bow. I'm going to teach you the proper karate, Japanese style of bowing, and we are going to be able to learn some Japanese terms in the process. Thanks for joining me. Let's get started. First things first, when we're about to begin our karate exercises, we have to bow into the space as a sign of respect and to set ourselves up with the right intentions of practicing safely and properly. So I'm going to have my heels together, toes apart, back straight, and hands down. I bow by looking straight forward, and then I straighten back up. I'm going to walk in. At this position, I'm going to be, again, heels together, toes apart, back straight. This time I'm going to show you a kneeling bow. What I showed you before was a standing bow. And then a kneeling bow, I have to take my left leg and open it up. I'm going to be turning my shoulders at that point. Then I bend my knees until my right knee touches the floor. Okay, and this whole time I have my hands on my legs. Legs come together. I sit in a kneeling position. To bow in kneeling position, we're going to open up, right knee down, then left, and down. Then I bow by bringing my hands out and meeting in the middle. Shaped sort of like a triangle. So let's try that again. So we've come all the way down in kneeling position. We lean forward and we come up. I want you to notice I don't do this, right? And that's because I want my head and my neck and my back to be in a straight line. When I bow, I take a moment and then I come straight back up. In karate, we bow 3 times. Why we bow? The first bow is shamane, right? This is to bow to all the people that practiced karate before us, all of the wisdom and knowledge that came before us. So that's what that first bow is for. Second bow is sensei, right? And sensei means sensei, to be able to bow to our teacher, right? And then otogane, right? That last one is to bow to the other students in your class. That way you are all training together and you have respect for one another. So that's the last one. Third, when we're ready to stand up, we go straight up. Then that left leg comes up. Right leg. If you notice, I went straight up. Hands down and back. And a final bow. And there you have it. All of these bows go together in 3 easy steps. Now, we've done our bowing and we're ready to begin a class. First things first, we have to do some exercises. We are going to do a warm-up. So I want you to be shoulders back, and we're just going to do nice round circles At the moment, I have my legs a little bit wider apart. I just want a nice solid stance. You're going to go the other way now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, hands on your hips. We're going to do big circles. First to the front, to the side, to the back, other side, and that's a full circle. Let's go the other way. All the way around. If you need to bring your legs a little bit closer, that's fine. But I want you to concentrate on nice big circles. When my hip is in the back, my head is forward. And when my hip is forward, my head is back. Nice big circles. Let's go the other way. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. That's just nice, easy movement to get you warmed up. Now, let's shake those legs out. We're going to shake our hands out, shake our whole bodies out, and start right from the beginning. What did we start with? This time we're going to do the arms. Then we're going to do circles. We are going to do just that shoulders again. Forward. This time legs up. Try to get those knees up as high as you can. And now here's a tough one. Same thing, you're going to keep your knees to the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. You should be feeling nice and warm, breathing a little bit heavier. Kids good? That means at attention. Kids good is the position that we did our first bow in. So heels snap together, back straight, and we are going to go into ready position. To go into ready position, I'm going to step my foot out. This is my left leg, then my right leg. I'm not going to do this. That looks sloppy. And I'm not going to do this with my whole body shaking. I'm at attention, and all I want to move are my feet. Nothing else moves. And while those happen, my hands go into a proper fist. We've talked about these two stances. Now let's really look at this fist of ours. How do we hold a proper fist? Let me show you. All right, here we are. I want you to hold your hands straight up. What you're going to do is you're going to bend the thumb. I'm going to call the thumb Papa Bear. Next, you're going to start bending all these fingers. These are the baby bears, except for this little one. This little one is going to be Mama Bear. All right, so Mama Bear on the outside, Papa Bear on this side, and the 3 little bears in the middle. So when I bend my fist, I'm going to keep the thumb, that's Papa Bear, on the outside of the baby bears. I'm tucking them in. I'm closing the gate of their house. Mama Bear tucks them tightly in, and there's your fist. What you don't want to do is you don't want to have your thumb on the outside. Papa Bear should not be sitting on top of the first baby bear. And that's because if you were to make contact as you punch, your Papa Bear could get caught and you could break your finger. So where does this thumb go? Does it go on the inside? No. It's not the job of the baby bears to protect Papa Bear, and they don't do much protecting. If you make contact this way, you could also break Papa Bear. So keep that thumb nicely tucked on the outside with pressure mostly on the first baby bear and the second baby bear. Third baby bear is getting the tuck in from Mama Bear. So really keep that fist nice and tight. I do that for both of them. I keep my fingers tightly together. So that's so that when I do make contact with a punching pad, I'm not going to be breaking my fingers. Now remember, we don't use our karate lessons here to practice on other people. So even though I'm teaching you this correct technique, I don't want you punching anyone, not mom and dad, not your little brother or sister, and definitely not friends at school. And Sensei Sunny, that's me, says, "Katsuki." And what you're going to do is snap to attention. Then, yoi, ready position. My ready position, I have my feet facing forward. They're about the size of my shoulder width apart, right? So I'm not too close in because my shoulders are not that narrow. I'm not too wide because my shoulders are not that wide. I want my legs right under my hips at about the distance of my shoulders apart. I have my hands in a fist position, and the first stance that we are going to practice is called jigotai. Jigotai position, your arms just come straight up. Notice nothing else moved. My feet are still facing the front, my arms are facing forward. I'm not going to keep my arms here because if I were to punch, that's going that way. We punch starting with where that elbow is positioned. So I keep them forward so that if I'm going to punch forward, that's where my elbow is facing as well. Elbows, fists, the whole arm here is one unit. So let's try a punch. I want you to keep those fists in the right position. Papa Bear is pushing, Mama Bear is pushing, and we're going to do 1, back, 2. At this point, I don't want you moving anything else, just the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you notice that I was not doing this? Right? There are a few reasons why I don't do this. One is that now my whole face is exposed, right? Nothing is blocking my face. Keeping my hands where they need to go blocks my face and keeps my heart, the important parts of my body, protected. So here I am with a proper position. My chin is up, I'm not too close, and my hands are not here, okay? If they're here, great, I'm protecting my body, but I'm also punching myself. I'm not gonna be able to punch something else quickly. So keep them where they need to go, shoulders back. Now, all I was doing is showing you the position, but I don't actually just punch like this, okay? Because there's no power behind this. Our power comes from our hips, our hip movement. Our whole body has to follow our hips. So as my arms are here, I'm going to do a nice, strong punch, but I'm gonna lead with my hip first. So watch what I do. With my right side, my hip turns first. Look at that, my knee is bent a little bit, my hip is facing forward, and now my arm, okay? So I'm gonna try the left side. Knees bent, turn my hip, and the arm goes out and back. Arm and back. Arm and back. Let's try it quickly. I'm gonna show you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As you get better and better, as you get more experience, you're going to be able to punch and block your head, punch and block different things that are coming at you. So that's why it's really important to learn the first basic steps of a proper punch. So we did Kitsuke, Yoi, Jigotai. Okay, knees are bent, and front punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, you learned so much already. Heels together, skip, and you can bow.